Hello, my dear students. Please follow the instructions given by the government to fight against COVID-19, especially in the present situation, avoid going crowded places. Now I am here to teach you the most important part from your grammar section, tenses, which you have already studied in lower classes. This part is very important for doing the grammar section. Then editing, omission, gap filling, and everything is depend upon this tense form. So listen carefully. Tenses are basically classified into three. What are they? Present, past, and future. Present, past, and future. First one is present. Present tense is further subdivided into four. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Once more, simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Now move on to the first one, simple present. Simple present, the most basic tense form in English. Most of the time students make errors in this session, so listen carefully. Then when we use simple present tense, then what is the form of simple present that you have already studied in lower classes? That form of this tense is subject plus, the form of this tense is subject plus verb. Subject plus verb. The first form of the verb, subject plus V1. What is the form of this tense? Subject plus V1. That means I drink. I drink. I is the subject, drink is the verb. I is the subject, drink is the verb. Next one, Sheila plays. Sheila is the subject, plays is the verb. That means simple present means subject plus V1. Now let us move on to the next section. Listen, this part is very important. When the subject becomes I, you, we or they, we never use S form. When the subject is I, you, we, they, we never use S form. When the subject is he, she, it, we use S form. That is very important. Listen once more. When the subject is I, you, we, they, we never use S form. When the subject is he, she, it, we use S form. That is very important. Then now let's see in which are the situations we use this simple present tense. Listen once more. The form of simple present tense is subject plus V1. When the subject is I, you, we, they, we never use S form. When the subject is he, she, it, we use S form. That is very important. I drink. She drinks. He drinks. They drink. Listen carefully. Then now let's see in which are the situations we use simple present tense. First one is habits and routines. Then what do you mean by a habit or routine? That means regular actions. We use simple present to express regular actions. For example, I drink tea. I drink tea every morning. I drink tea every morning. Habits and routines. When we use in the first case habits and routines. When we use simple present to talk about habits or routines. Listen, I drink tea every morning. What is the meaning of this sentence? Then I do this regularly. What is the meaning of this sentence? I do this regularly. That means we use simple present tense to express habitual or habits and showing routines. Okay, understand? Then which is the first case? Habits and routines. We use simple present tense to express habits and routine. For example, next example, my mother goes to temple. My mother goes to temple on Sundays. My mother goes to temple on Sundays. Then in this case also we can see that this is a habitual action. That means she does this on frequently. That means we use simple present tense to express habits or routines. Okay, understand? Then next one is permanent situation. To indicate permanent situations, we use simple present tense. For example, my mother lives in Chennai. My mother lives in Chennai. That is a permanent truth. So we can use simple present tense. Next example, she speaks English. That means she knows English well. That means she speaks English. That's also a permanent situation. Ram speaks Hindi. That's also a permanent truth. That means we use simple present to indicate permanent situation. Then for example, I will say another example. I work as a teacher. That's also a permanent thing, a permanent situation. I work as a teacher. I work as a teacher. That is permanent situation. I am working as a teacher. That's wrong. Here I work as a teacher. That's a permanent situation. Then we use simple present to express habits and routines. And second one, permanent situations. Now next one is facts. What do you mean by facts? True statements. Statements which are true. True statements. For example, the capital of India is New Delhi. The capital of India is New Delhi. Birds fly in the air. That's also a true statement. The next one, 2 plus 2 equals 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. That means we use simple present to express facts. That means true statements, statements which are true. Listen. For example, the capital of India is New Delhi. Birds fly in the air. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. That means from these examples what we learned, then we use simple present to express habits and routines, permanent situations and true statements or facts. Then remember, this is a most basic tense form in English. Simple present, the form of simple present is subject plus V1. Then when we use simple present, before beginning you should remember one thing. When the subject is I, you, we, they, we never use S form. When the subject is he, she, it, we use S form. Then in which are the situations we use simple present? First one is habits and routines. For expressing habits and routines we use simple present. For example, I drink tea every morning. That means I do it regularly. That is we use simple present tense form. My mother goes to temple on Sundays. That's also a regular action. So we can use simple present. Next one is permanent situations. Then to indicate permanent situations we use simple present. For example, my mother lives in Chennai. My mother, that's a permanent situation. She speaks English. That's a permanent situation. I work as a teacher. Then third one is to indicate facts or statements which are true. For example, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. The next one is the capital of India is New Delhi. Third one is birds fly in the air. 2 plus 2 equals 4. These are examples of simple present tense. Listen once more. What are the most important points you should remember about this tense? Simple present tense. The form of simple present tense is subject plus V1. V1 means the base form of the verb, the present form of the verb. Then next point is when the subject is I, you, we, they, we never use S form. When the subject is he, she, it, we use S form. That means Balu drinks, Sheila plays, it drinks. That means when the subject is I, you, we, they, we never use S form. When the subject is he, she, it, we use S form. Then in which are the situations we use simple present tense? First one, to indicate habits and routines. Here I have Meenu plays football every day. That's a habitual action. I drink tea every morning. These are examples of routines. The next one, permanent situation. To indicate permanent situation, my uncle lives in Bombay. The next one, my mother speaks Hindi. And last one is I work as a teacher. These are examples of permanent situation. And the last one is to show facts. When we express facts, that means the statements which are true. For example, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. The next one is birds fly in the air. 2 plus 2 equals 4. These are the most important points you should remember about the simple present tense. Then let's summarize once more. Simple present tense form is subject plus V1. When the subject is I, you, we, they, we never use S form. When the subject is he, she, it, we use S form. Then in which are the situations we use simple present tense? Habits and routines, permanent situations, facts. These are the most important points you should remember. Now I do believe that you are able to use the simple present correctly. Then if you are ready, now it's the time for test. Then on the board I have written 4 sentences. Some are wrong and some are correct. What you should do is, then you should pause the video now and think about your answer. Then if it is wrong, you correct the answer. Then play the video again and check your answer. Okay, ready? Now, the first one I have written here. Danya works as a nurse in a hospital. Second one, I am always getting up at 7 a.m. Next one, my grandparents are living in India. Last one, the word huge is meaning very big. Now let's check your answer. First one is Danya works as a nurse in a hospital. That's true sentence. Then that's a permanent situation. We learned that we use simple present for indicating permanent situation. The second one is I am always getting up at 7 a.m. That's wrong. That's a habit. So the answer is I always get up at 7 a.m. That's a habit. Third one is my grandparents are living in India. That's also a permanent situation. So the answer is wrong. You should write the answer my grandparents live in India. Answer is false. Then my grandparents live in India. The last one is the word huge is meaning very big. That's also wrong. That's the statement, true statement. So we can write the word huge means very big. This also false. The word huge means very big. Listen once more. The first one, Danya works as a nurse in a hospital. That's true. That's a permanent situation. Second one is I am always getting up 7 a.m. That is false. That is a habit. So we can say I always get up at 7 a.m. Next one is my grandparents are living in India. That's wrong. That's a permanent situation. The answer is my grandparents live in India. Last one is the word huge is meaning very big. That's wrong. That's a true statement. So we can write the word huge means very big. Then listen once more. Simple present, the most basic tense form in English. This one is very important for doing omission, editing and gap filling. Then you must learn this well. So in which are the situations we use simple present? The form of simple present is subject plus V1. When the subject is I, you, we, they, we never use S form. When the subject is he, she, it, we use S form. Then in which are the situations we use simple present tense? To indicate habits and routines. Second one, permanent situation. Third one, true statements. That means facts. I think all of you understand this topic. Then if any doubt, you can contact me today itself because this topic is very important. Thank you all.